It's time to be open to the unknown. And when you do that, you allow life to guide you. It's the allowing of things to naturally unfold for you while you work on your energy, your attention, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. And when you do that, you'll know exactly what to do next, what step to take, and which direction to go into. Hi, today I want to share with you a message, and in particular some of the things that you'll be going through as you move through this month. Because as you find yourself moving away from the intensities of the last 5 months, you may now find yourself going through a very confusing period. For example, many of you may find yourself feeling lost, unsure, fearful of what decisions to take next. And that's because things were moving quite rapidly. For example, we were being pushed into making evolutionary choices. Things that were buried deep within us was coming up to the surface. People had unique visionary experiences, insights and wisdom, kundalini symptoms, dark night of the soul moments. And now you may find yourself that, you want to just go for it. But suddenly you find it difficult and you find yourself taking a step back because you feel insecure, feeling unsure of yourself and your capabilities. And that's because of the speed at which things were going. So all of this is very much a spiritual revolution process. And now we're moving through a very expansive energy. So a lot of things are coming all at once. So I want you to know that even though you may find yourself going back and forth, being uncertain, unsure of what to do next, know that this is just a transition phase and it's a good thing. And know that whatever you have been working on, whether that's over the past 3 years, your relationship, your goal, your dreams, your passion, and in particular doing the shadow work over the past 5 months, that was quite an intense period. Just know that the seeds you have planted are growing, and I want you to envision them growing and that everything is falling into place. And I want you to understand and know that this is just a process. It's the unfolding phase, and this is what all this expansive energy is about. Nature is a great example for this. So as you planted those seeds, and that was a period where you made those decisions, made those choices, looked at which polarity to choose, working on your shadow self. That was you strengthening the roots of that seed. And now, as you wait for it to germinate, you know that it will become a lot more. And you know that a lot will also happen before you're able to see it. And even as it does, you may not be able to see the whole picture yet. But here you surrender and you trust that all is well in the unfolding process. And even though it can feel very daunting, waiting for it to arrive, remind yourself that each phase has its own process and that you are not alone as you go through all of this. We're all connected. We're all one consciousness. And as you work on your energy, working on yourself, know that the universe will deliver it to you when the time is right, when you are ready, and will deliver it to you in a very unusual, mystical, unexpected way. So this transition phase that you're moving through is necessary for you to truly and fully integrate that new person, that version of yourself that you're blossoming into, as the energy will very much change as we go into 2024. So remind yourself to be conscious and aware of how you're using this energy setup for that, because it will not only influence you now, but you tomorrow and the day after that as well. So as you now find yourself moving through these uncertainties, through this transitional phase, what you can do is for a moment take a step back and look back at the past 5 months that you have been through. Can you name, for example, 3 of the things that you released and you let go of? How did that make you feel? What emotions came up? What insights or visions or wisdom did you gain? Unique dreams, for example. What new opportunities or experiences came up for you? What steps did you take that took you that much closer towards your passion, your goals, your dreams, your manifestation? Because when we move through something so rapidly, it can be so easy for us to forget about the progress that you've made along your journey, the successes that you've made. Because it's natural for us as humans to put a lot of our attention, a lot of our focus on what isn't going well, looking at our reality from a place of lack. But instead, by focusing on the progress that you've made, the successes that you've made, you can use this to elevate your energy and to bring yourself back up to acceptance and neutrality. For example, last month when I went through that dark night of the soul moment and I felt like, my soul was being ripped from within and everything around me just came crashing down. But now when I look back at it, you know, I can look back and think, well, actually, the next day I woke up and I felt like I was a completely different person. I was a new person, and I woke up on a new timeline. And now for the past couple of weeks, I've found myself going back and forth, you know, feeling unsure of myself, feeling insecure, doubting my capabilities, because I've been looking at creating content on a new topic and I've been fearful of like, oh my God, what if it doesn't do well? But instead, when I look back at, you know, the past 5 months of what I went through and the energy that I tapped into, that courageous energy, I know that this is just fear that's holding me back, and that I can actually make myself, you know, tap into that courageous energy and move through this. And this is what many of us have been feeling and going through for these past couple of weeks. And if this resonates with you, then hit the like button and leave a comment of gratitude. When you honor this moment and you begin to recognize that what you've been doing all your lives is a blessing, you start operating from a sense of gratitude, oneness, and leadership. And then you can use this energy to elevate yourself and to help you move through this unfolding phase. And know that whatever's been holding you back has no grounding whatsoever in truth, logic, or reality. It's just a fog, and you need to give yourself permission to move through that and step into the unknown. And nothing is as big as it seems. And know that you're being guided by your higher self. And trust your intuition in the direction that you're moving in, instead of the unnecessary noise of the world or your mind. So use this momentum to lift your spirit, and then use that momentum to lift your vision to a higher purpose. As you then find contentment with where you are, as you then embrace the flow of life, allowing things to unfold naturally for you without resistance. So use your energy and use your focus to find something simple to put your attention on. And this will help you to keep moving that needle towards your passion, your goals, and your dreams. Now is not the time to get stuck. Keep moving forward, because it's a big year of changes and new and wonderful things will come to fruition for you. It's time to be open to the unknown. And when you do that, you allow life to guide you. It's the allowing of things to naturally unfold for you while you work on your energy, your attention, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. And when you do that, you'll know exactly what to do next, what step to take, and which direction to go into. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that as you near the end of this month, those intense energies will start to ease off. So I want you to be patient with yourself. Perhaps you can meditate more frequently, journal a bit more, and look at the lessons that you've learned, because you will need to use that for the next stage. For example, over the past couple of days, I found myself thinking, right, when I went through those 5 months of those intense energies, dark night of the soul moments, what lessons did I learn? What mantras, what affirmations or quotes did I use that helped me move through that process? Because these little reminders will help you to ascend, will help you, give you the courage to move through the fog of uncertainty, walk through that doorway, and to level up. And I want you to remember that nothing good comes out of trying to control or force situations. So allow yourself to go with the flow of life, as this is what will bring you ease. And this is where you might find joy, acceptance and neutrality of where you are in life. And that's when amazing things happen. Part of your journey is to heal, but it's also to step into your power. So tap into that strength, that courageous energy, and use that to believe and to have faith not only in yourself, but also the path that you are on. And use that to step into 2024 and know that no matter what's going on, that you are being supported and guided by the universe, and that it's all happening for you. You can ask yourself, how can I be the best that I can be? How can I prepare for 2024 to be the best for me and for others? How can I focus on my vision? What can I do to focus on my vision? Or how can I lift my vision or create a new vision that's most likely going to expand my consciousness? All of this is to do with feeling expansive, and through that you will feel worthy, hopeful, inspired and confident. You may even want to plan a new trip or relocate to a new place, or choose a different house, for example, or go for that promotion, that job that you've been wanting to do rather than feeling stuck where you are. Or perhaps there's something that you've been wanting to change, and now you tap into that strength and that courageous energy and you be like, you know what, I'm going to take that step and I'm going to make those changes. So when you focus on that, use those wonderful feelings to elevate your emotional state and to raise your vibration. Because when you do that, you create that shift, you create that change. Because the universe, it doesn't want you to have doubt. It wants you to have faith and trust, not only in yourself, but also in the divine, in source energy, because it will deliver everything to you. But you just need to have faith and trust that everything is unfolding as it's meant to be. And that everything has its phase, everything has its process. And you know what? You can use this example to also not look at New Year's resolutions in that traditional sense, but use it to plan for it differently, as 2024 promises a unique and pivotal energy, marking a very transformative milestone in our evolution. Now is also the perfect time to seize the chance to embody that heightened version of yourself. But if for some reason you're finding it difficult to connect, to see that fully version of yourself, then use this opportunity, seize this opportunity to dig a little bit deeper and find out what's stopping you from moving that little bit forward. Perhaps there's some unresolved, subconscious elements that need to be worked through. Or perhaps it's just your fear that's holding you back. But really use this opportunity to work through and dig a little bit deeper. And it's also the perfect time to, connect with yourself, to drop into your center, to drop into your body. And you can also do conscious breathing, meditating, journaling, connecting with nature and grounding yourself. Even if it looks a bit dark and gloomy outside, just use that time to open the door, step outside and just take a breath in that fresh air. Just take a moment for yourself to allow yourself to get back into alignment. Or even if it's just exercise, moving that stagnant energy out of you. Whatever allows you to bring your attention back to that present moment of now. And by doing so, you allow yourself to be okay with where you are now, even if that thing that you want hasn't blossomed yet and hasn't come to, full fruition. But use this time to tune in with yourself and know that just like with every season, this has, that this also has its time and place. And you are just in the unfolding phase of it, but you will come out the other end, and this will too. And this time will also pass. And more importantly, I want you to know that when the time is right, your higher self will show you the necessary steps that you need to take, whether that's to do with your career, a job, a relationship, a financial decision, or a problem being resolved for you. Just know that you're always supported and guided, and you will know exactly what to do. And this is a very expansive period that we are all moving through, not just for the collective, but for you and your soul's growth. So I hope you found value in today's video. Please like and subscribe, because it not only helps me, but also helps my channel grow as well. And it helps to spread this message for others who also need to hear it. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste.